Hello, I'm Angela Herenek, and I've had the great good fortune to have worked with some of the world's leading spiritual luminaries. His Holiness the Dalai Lama is a personal teacher of mine. I've worked with Bishop Desmond Tutu, the United Nations. I've had dinner by invitation to the President of India's palace, actually in Delhi. I've also in the last 8 years led over 80 retreats, spiritual retreats, for those who are wanting to transform their mind. I've been a Buddhist, practicing Buddhist for the last 30 years, and in the last 20 have been developing spiritual practices and teaching on the planet. What I know from all that work in the last 30 years is there are 3 critical things that one needs in order to become a spiritual teacher, a spiritual coach, and mentor. First, you need the confidence. That's crucial. Then you need to learn how to use your voice, literally and figuratively, actually speaking. You also need a method, and you need a system. It's no good to have a voice without having a method or a system. What I'm here to speak to you today about is becoming certified in the ATTM, the Accelerated Transpersonal Timeline Method. This is a method that moves you into your unconscious. I want to certify people in order for them to teach this method to others so that we have a greater planet. We also have a system in place, a 7-step system in order to build your business. 3 pillars and 7 steps. 8 years ago, this is not where I was at. 8 years ago, I was not using my voice in a loud way. People would say to me, Ange, you need to have impact. You need to be talking about your work, using your method, letting people know, right? So I had to gain some confidence. I've been using this same method, the ATTM, for 20 years that I developed. I wanted now to reach the masses. I wanted to have this method out there in the world. I had great skill set. I've sat over 40,000 hours in personal retreat, worked with my mind, worked with my conscious belief systems and my unconscious belief systems. However, I didn't have a system to build my business. So are you somebody who are wanting to transition out of a day job to create a small business? Are you somebody who's being called? This is not about a job application, but it's a vocation. You're being called to help the planet have more harmony, more self-love, so that people would value themselves more. Are you somebody who wants to learn and be certified in a tried and true, trusted method that hundreds of people across the planet have used and are impacting thousands now? That is the ATTM. Certifying yourself in this, you are going to have that impact. Are you like me? I think you are. You want to help make a difference in the world, and you want to make a living while you're doing it. Again, it wasn't always this way for me. However, I have always worked with spiritual principles to manifest my livelihood. Since the age of 18, I mean, it's been over 40 years, I have never had a boss. Wouldn't you like a lifestyle like that? Build your own business. Problem with me in those days, early on, is I didn't have a product. I was a great meditator, great in my modality. I had certification. I was told I'm a spiritual teacher, but I didn't know how to get it out there, how to build a business. What I know now is to build a business, you need techniques, you need confidence. Again, you need certification, you need mentoring, you need a community. So let me explain. The ATTM method is based in early childhood. So there are 6 stages of early childhood development. 0 to 18 months is all about attachment, bonding, but the flip side, the shadow side of the early stage, that one, 0 to 18 months, we become easy to reject, we feel abandoned, we move into scarcity. 0 to 18 months is crucial in our early childhood development. Then we move from 18 months to 3 years in an exploratory stage where we're going out in the world. Then stage 3 is about learning our identity. We're no longer with our mother, we're out in the world, maybe starting kindy. Then ages of 4 to 7, this is about peer development and feeling like we're belonging and in a tribe. moving forward, then we're about empowerment. Do I have personal power in the world? So later in life, like now, you might be feeling, I don't feel very powerful. Usually there's wounding way back in one of the stages of early childhood development. Then we move into the last phase, which is about intimacy. 13 to 19, intimacy, sexuality, sensuality. And if there's been any sexual abuse in your background, you're going to be thwarted in terms of moving out into the world and having intimacy. The ATTM method, the accelerated transpersonal timeline method, let me explain this. Accelerated, because it is a quick method where we move into the unconscious. You may be aware of all your conscious belief systems and you can't move forward. You may be having blocks and resistances. We now move into the unconscious. It's transpersonal. What does transpersonal mean? This is about combining the spiritual aspect of ourselves as well as the psychological to take us to a higher plane, to affect humanity. It's no longer just spirituality or just psychology. Transpersonal means the combination of the two. Timeline. We are now able to work with the past, the present, and the future. We can change our past. We can change our feelings around it and empower ourselves to move forward so the present we feel empowered and move into the future. This is so crucial, really, really important to understand. Science only knows about 4% of the human psyche. Spirituality knows about 96%. Going into the unconscious, all of who you are is in there. We broadcast from that place. So we must go in there, find out where we feel unworthy, where we're feeling lack, where we're feeling afraid, clear it out. This is the method I want to certify people in so that you can bring this to your clients one-on-one. You can do it in a group, retreat settings. You can do it online. You can do it anywhere, from anywhere on the planet. It's a method that you carry with you as you build your business. You can do this. I know you can. The world needs more spiritual transformational people, coaches, mentors to help others. We need a tipping point of 1.7 billion people in order for the consciousness of the entire planet to shift. We're not there yet. If you're being called forward, heed the call. So what I can tell you, we need to find out that we've got a problem. We've got to move into our unconscious to try and find the information in order to clear it. We need a path. The ATTM with the 7 steps that I'm going to teach you will help you build a business. You need a person. You need a mentor. And you become the mentor for others so that you can teach others what you've been taught. And the last thing is a product, spiritual business. Whether I say it's coaching, it's one-on-one, it's online, that's up to you. The ATTM method is the fastest way to grow a spiritual business. Absolutely. Your subconscious is where it's at, meaning that's where you've got to do the clearing using the ATTM method and then moving this with your personal clients, moving your business forward. You need a system to do this. All coaches, all mentors, all spiritual teachers have a signature method. This is a method I want to get out in the world. It's something that I want all of the planet to know. It's so revolutionary and radical. Moving there quickly into your unconscious, shifting it, and coming out feeling empowered. It's sort of like having a beautiful house that you've decorated and there is no electricity going on. You may be in that position right now. You have a website, you may have business cards, but you don't have the engine, you don't have the lights turned on in the house, the electricity. A mentor of mine calls it having a Ferrari, beautiful Ferrari, with no engine. You can't go anywhere. There's no vehicle. The certification in this method is the vehicle to move your business forward. Are you ready? Are you ready to take action? Are you ready to heed that inner call that I know I've had since the time I was born? It's time now. The planet needs you. So all you have to do is click the link below and book a call. Allow yourself at least 20 minutes, 20 to 30 minutes to experience the ATTM. Experience it with one of my wisdom coaches, my program manager. They will take you through this method. You will gain clarity around your personal direction. Is this for you? You will come to understand that you need a community, you need a mentor, you need new information in order to build your business. My prayer for you is you want freedom. I want you to have freedom. I want you to be able to walk in the world, work from wherever you want. I want you to be able to make a difference, have real impact on people's lives. You are who we've been waiting for. Absolutely. I've been doing this work for the last 30 years in order to teach the teachers. That is you now coming forward. All you have to do is click below. Again, allow yourself space and time, quietness, so that you can walk through this method and experience it. You've got nothing to lose. Nothing. So we'll see you on the inside. And until then, keep the faith.